Oh my gosh. I need a drink, so I'll be right back. Oh, hi. Sorry, I just went to get a drink. Okay. So, last stream we solved the mystery of Pikachu being arrested. So he is no longer arrested, and it turns out that the guy who was in charge of the whatchamacallit, the Pokemon Protection Bureau dude, that guy, he was arrested. And now he's under investigation by because he was kidnapping Pokemon that were innocent for no reason. Also, I've been dealing with fucking technical issues for the past hour. Okay, so basically, the reason I'm late today is because, okay, so I am using my, oop, I dropped that. Okay, so I am using my brother, I was trying to use my brother's TV, who is away in another state for the summer, because he has an internship thing that he's doing, or a job, or whatever it is that he has, so he's not using it. So I asked him, he said it was fine, but for some reason it won't work with my video capture card. So like, I spent an entire hour trying to get it to work. Like, I tried everything, and it just wouldn't work. So now I have the game set up, and it is the most cursed way I could have gotten this to work, where like it is both plugged in with like a USB and also an HDMI cable, so I'm literally just playing through my stream. So I am literally using my own stream to play this game today. So if I'm a little delayed in reading things, that would be why. Because it'll be a little delay, because I have to wait for it to pop up on my stream, so there's like that delay. And then of course it'll be a slight delay with me reading it anyway. We'll make it work for today. Yeah, literally, and like I felt so bad about last stream because like I did everything besides shutting off OBS and just restarting it, because the thing is that if I did that, my whole computer would end up like having to restart, and that could take hours, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I restarted it after stream, and so hopefully we will not be having those kinds of technical issues. If it does shut off in the middle, I will deal with it as I'm able to, and I am really sorry about that being an issue. I can't say it won't happen again in the future, because technology never works the way it's supposed to, unless it does. So there's that. But yeah, basically the main thing of the last game is that we put together that the devices on the backs of Pokemon were being used to control them. And then the Pokemon that were arrested were framed by the guy using a Ditto that he had like taken off the street. And the reason that we were able to prove it was because the Ditto was only good at recreating what it could see. And so it didn't have like the correct striping pattern. And we also managed to find a bunch of documents that incriminated the PPC dude. So he's under investigation for a lot of stuff because apparently he took it. That's what I forgot to do. I've been walking around like my butt is on freaking fire. I promise I will look at that after the end of stream. I've had so many things. So not only have I had like the computer issues, but I've also had like a bunch of like paperwork I've had to do and all of that. Like I have a whole car insurance thing that I had to put through because of a hailstorm like a week or two ago, or whenever it was, like that there was a huge hailstorm that went through here, and like my car got damaged, so I've been putting a claim through that. And then I also am dog sitting again for 2 different people this week, and I also just got off vacation, and oh my gosh, like my life is a mess right now, so I'm very sorry I haven't seen it. It is something I will do. It wasn't an act of malice of me not seeing it. I've just had so much on my plate, it slipped off my mind. Good lord, alright. Alright, let's get into playing. Alright, so we have it connected. I cannot hear the game though. I do not think we will be getting, if I unplug it, if I unplug this, what will that do? I would have to have my, Discord connected for that. I don't hear, why, can I please have the sound? Oh, it's just the sounds all the way down. Oh, okay. Okay, we're fine. What, do I not even need the other one plugged in? Is it just... Okay. Are you guys hearing audio? I think I literally just had it turned down. Can you hear it? Do I need to turn it up? Unless you can't hear it at all still, because I can hear the audio now. And from what my statistics are showing me, it should be playing. You can't hear it. God damn. When I turn it all the way up, can you hear anything? Maybe I do need to put this back in. that back in. Oh, it might help if I turned Spotify off. Okay. Yeah, I just turned that off. I realized I still had it on. I am just a comedy of errors right now, and I'm learning to live with it. Okay. Coolio. Let me know if I need to turn it up or down later. Right now, I think it's fine. I've been trying to clean my glasses for the past 10 minutes, and I keep getting them more gookied. Okay, let's just start. Okay. Let's make this big so I can actually see what's going on. Okay. Okay, I'm just cleaning my glasses real quick. I wish I could say I'm not always this much of a mess, but this is pretty par for the course. I literally got a glass so I could drink wine because I needed it after today. And the glass I got fit half the bottle in it on accident. Oh. We need to find Jessica. Why are you scared for Friday? What's wrong with Friday? Are you talking about, like, how it's supposed to be fossil fighters? Or something? Or is it, like, related to Quiet? I need context. We need to find Jessica. Yes. There's a blossom. Dancer in full bloom. She's so cute. Som, you're playing a game with that old man? Sounds fun. Ah, I feel ya. That sounds really rough. I do believe in you, though. I believe you will be fine. Or at least if not fine, you will do okay and you will survive it. You're playing a game with that old man? Sounds fun. That old man. He's an old man. Galarian form. Savage vagabond. Rude. He's just a little guy. He might have rabies, but that's fine. Meowth. This is Meowth, right? Yeah, it's a steel type Meowth. I take it you're not from around these parts, Meowth. Where'd you come from, bud? Meow. What? You're friends with Darmanitan and Ice-Q? You mean the Darmanitan and Ice-Q from the ruins? Ah, oh, okay, I get that. I have not had that problem, even though I feel like I could have that issue. But yeah, not being able to read things if you don't care about it would be a pretty big issue. The only advice I would be able to give is, like, maybe try skimming it, and then from there, move on, and then if you come up with an argument, then you can go back and, like, find evidence for it. That's the only thing I can think of other than that, because I don't have that particular issue, is the thing. What are you doing on here all by yourself? You shitting all by yourself, handsome? I know I do. Meowth. So your friends got captured and you followed them only to lose track of them along the way. Meow. Meow meow. Meow. You like it here because Jessica feeds you? That's so cute. And there are others you can test your strength against. Your hobbies are eating and battling, huh? I hope we can help this Meowsy Darmanitan and its friends. Yeah, me too. It's because of the last year. Ah. honestly, no matter what people say, teachers are really what make or break classes. And like having a really good teacher can really make a good experience, but having a really bad teacher can like ruin things for you. And like I get it, having a teacher ruin something that like you maybe either once previously enjoyed or maybe didn't mind so much, now being like excruciating. That's how I am with history. I used to not mind it so much, and then I had several like both teachers and professors back to back that like basically were so strict with it and wanted it a certain way and had it in basically the curriculum built in such a way that like I had so much trouble in them with learning the material and like caring about the material that like even to this day I don't like history. Like I don't like reading about it, I don't like talking about it, I don't like interacting with it if I don't have to. And that's just because they they were so bad and strict about it that I just hate it. Unless it's music history, because that is quite interesting, especially because my best friend and Maud is very into music, and she can make it very interesting. And she also uses the most batshit insane examples to get things across, and I love her for it. Oh, he's ruining English for several years? Oh! Worst teacher award goes to him. You dropped this shit bag of shit, King. Wear it on your head. Like the poop lord you are. They should still be at the southern ruins with Gordon. You must want to see Darmanitan and the gang, huh, Meow? Meow. You do, eh? Then let me tell you how to get to the southern ruins. Meow meow. You don't want to go until you battled and defeated the strongest Pokemon in the bamboo forest? Meow. Meow meow. Meowth. I am just now realizing that my PNG tuber is covering like the end of the comments at the bottom. Whoops. Yeah, it's fine. It'll move up eventually. Your current English teacher is a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Having a really bad experience, no matter how good the experience is afterwards, can make it really hard to want to do stuff. But you haven't won yet, so you want to beat that Pokemon before you leave. Let's be careful, Pikachu. Sounds like there's a really strong Pokemon out there. Either that or he's just really weak. What do I do? He won't listen to me at all. Sounds like something's up. Is anything wrong? As you can see, my Vikavolt is about to start a fight with Heracross. Clams foes between its massive mandibles. That would be my catchphrase. Vika. Throws foes with its hefty horn. That's my mod. You're right, a fight's about to break out any moment. This is us just interacting on a daily basis. It looks like we're fighting, but actually, we really love and care about each other. Actually, I've heard that these two Pokemon have a history of being rivals. Never mind, that's not like us. I spoke too soon. I was on a walk with Vikavolt, and he bumped into Heracross. And that's when he lost his temper, huh? Wonder if there's some way we could stop them. They're powerful Pokemon, so it'd be tough to stop them with brute force. Supposedly he helped people read better, but he just made me feel even more actually... Ooh. Yeah, that's one of the problems with certain teaching styles. Like, yes, they can help people, but, like, they also can really hinder people and make them feel really dumb. I would like to ask you not to use, the R word in my chat in the future, though, please. Personally, it's a word I'm uncomfortable with. It's fine if you use that to describe yourself. Just please keep it out of my chat in the future. You're fine this time, but in the future, please do not use that word. It is just one I am personally uncomfortable with. Thank you. Let's find a Pokemon that can help them calm down. Getting too close to it now would be dangerous. Here we go. I mean, chatting now could be the way to solve it. You don't know. Yeah, as I've been getting older, I have noticed that I don't really read formal books anymore. I read a lot on my phone and stuff. And part of that is just because I have trouble reading actual books on my phone. Yes. That is fine. You are allowed to use that word to describe yourself. Like, I get that. Thank you. Anyway, but I am sorry that he made you feel that way. That's never fun, and it sucks to feel stupid. Hi there, can I interest you in some herbal medicine? Please buy as much as you'd like.
Excuse me.
Interesting, what kind of medicine do you have? Oh, you know, all sorts. That's descriptive. I'm just looking after the shop while the owner's away. I don't know what to tell you, huh? I'm not sure that's something to laugh about. About the herbal medicine. The owner's quite enthusiastic about herbal medicine. He's always disappearing to go look for ingredients. He'll pop out, then suddenly show up again with piles of roots and empty insect shells. When he couldn't enter the bamboo forest a couple years back, he ended up finding another good spot to collect ingredients. Yeah, I personally have trouble reading actual books in like the ebook format, which is how it was usually I had access to better when I was in college. Not that there was a lack of a library there, it's more just like I didn't want to spend the gas money to drive to the library, and I also didn't really have the time to read anyway. So then like 4 years of that means that I've basically spent 4 years without reading an actual book. So I basically am mostly just reading fan fiction and then stuff that I write for myself. And also game dialogues. I probably should read a book soon. Maybe. Turns out that spot's got different ingredients than the bamboo forest. He's been popping over there ever since.
I see.
You know, I thought the owner was being kind of careless with his business first, but it sounds like he actually knows what he's doing. Oh, I'm sorry. That genuinely sucks. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else you want me to say, but I am sorry that he ruined some of your favorite books for you. This shop would go out of business without the owner's hard work. I'm more than happy just to hold down the fort. They seem like a great pair. See anything unusual lately?
Excuse me.
Have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Unusual? Well, our supply of herbal medicine has gotten pretty low, so I've been wondering whether it'll last until the owner gets back. I see. I hope he comes back soon. Me too. It'd be a shame if he came back to a shuttered shop. How is she so carefree? Yeah, that is genuinely a little concerning. I love how my mod's response to being like, I really should read books in the future was be like, I have book recs! I will send them to you! I'm calling you out for that because that was genuinely really funny, but please do genuinely send me them. Hey there, here to do some sightseeing? Then I have got the souvenir for you. Our bamboo charcoal is made from only the finest pieces of bamboo. Trust me, our quality is first class. First class, eh? That's a bold statement. We'd love to hear more about this neighborhood and about bamboo charcoal too, if you don't mind. No problem at all. Can't tell you how much about the neighborhood, I'm afraid, but I could talk your ear off about bamboo charcoal. I guess we may as well listen to his charcoal spiel about the bamboo charcoal. As I'm sure you're well aware, Bamboo Borough is famous for its bamboo. By harnessing that abundant natural resource, bamboo charcoal was born. Our bamboo charcoal is crafted by a charcoal master with 60 years of experience. He pours his heart and soul into every piece. Wow. 60 years is a lot. That's pretty impressive. I know, right? I've learned a ton by working with him. He's so dedicated to his craft, but I guess he'd have to be to do this for 80 years. Yeah, 80 years is a long time to do anything, but like, wait. How old is he now? Didn't he just say... Yeah, didn't he just say 60? That's true. Is it 60 or 80? I highly recommend our bamboo charcoal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can't just say two completely different things like that. Like, is it 60 or is it 80? And also, if it's 80, how old is this man? Did he start this when he was like 12? Hi, call malarkey. I'm gonna be honest, I personally really like poetry, but I will admit it's not for everyone. But I understand that frustration of something being ruined and having trouble doing stuff. I have that with other things. Anything unusual lately? Have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Huh, strange question, stranger. He's not gonna say anything. He's just like, huh, okay. He's just gonna take it. Like, dude. My mod would call you out so fast for that. She would start playing mind games with him. It'd be so funny. Nothing comes to mind, though. I see. Well, thanks anyway. Guess nothing strange has been going on. Except for this man. This man has been strange. That's what's been going on. That's strange. Welcome. How about a souvenir to remember your trip? Ooh, I love souvenirs. Let's take a look, Tim. I also love souvenirs. I love me a good knick-knack. On my most recent vacation, I bought a magnet and a little... I haven't put that in my car yet. So I got like the little, those... It's like a little ceramic thing that sucks up moisture that you put in your car. Like your cup holder, so like the water doesn't end up in it all the time from condensation from your drinks. So I need to put that in my car. And then I got like a keychain and stuff. I love me some good knickknacks, man. Yeah, I also don't like that guy. He seems a little suspicious. Or at least just a little dumb. You never know, we might learn something useful. Yes. I may have gotten my knick-knack collection ideas from Mr. Knick-Knack himself. Mr. Estranged Knick-Knack from One Fossil Fighters, which we will be playing more of on Thursday. At least that's the plan. He is one of the best characters from Fossil Fighters. He's probably one of my favorites, if not my most favorite. No, I can't say he's my most favorite. That would be a lie, because everyone knows how down bad I am for Duna. So she is obviously my number one. Anyway, you never know, we might learn something useful. I feel like I've seen you somewhere. I hear that, Tim. People recognize us here, too. I got it. You two are detectives, right? Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Close. I'm not just a detective, though. I'm a great detective. I've got just the thing for a couple of sleuths. I'd love to take a look. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, too? Yes, I am planning to do Champions after I'm done with Fossil Fighters, the first game. I am hoping that when I get to Champions, I will be able to do it, using my Nintendo DS, or my Nintendo 3DS, because it would be easier to do the cleanings, especially, because, like, while the cleaning is easier in Champions, I feel like it would be easier just to have that, although I'll have to troubleshoot that, and that'll be an issue for a future Mareep. Diggins, KL33N, Duna, Dynal, and Knick-Knack. Those are good top 5s. Do I even know if I have top 5? So I definitely know Duna is in my top 5. Knick Knack is in my top 5. I think the Pirate's also in my top 5. I also like Vivian. Vivian is probably in my top 5 too. And then I like the big giant planet-eating destroying monster at the end. I know he's not technically a character, but like he's important to me in my heart. He was just a little guy. He was just a little silly. Hey, isn't this hat? It looks just like mine. Excellent choice. That detective hat is very popular with kids. Why don't we get one for Sophia as a souvenir? I think it might be a bit small for her. You're probably right. Too bad. See anything unusual lately?
Excuse me?
Have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Well, I've been seeing some new faces recently. Interesting. What sort of new faces exactly? Why, hip youngsters like yourselves, of course. I'll bet they heard about all the rare souvenirs we carry. You can't find goods like these in the city, you know. Yes. Yes. That is all I have to say. But yes, it is gay for you, a man, to be in love with women exclusively. He's a dedicated salesman. No kidding, seems like no one suspicious has come by at least. Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense plot-wise. And to be honest, he was harder for me than Dino was. Oh wait, maybe he wasn't. I don't remember. I'm very terrible with my memory. Its vacant stare belies great power. Me. Psyduck. Hey Psyduck, what are you doing here? Psy. What's it saying, Pikachu? Psyduck's partner is conducting interviews around here. She's doing a special report on local restaurants, so she's looking for good places to eat. She's asking if we know of any good places. We only just got here, so I'm not really sure. My #1 recommendation is the pizzeria right there. Their oven fresh bamboo charcoal pizza is out of this world. The curry places over there is good too. They put tomato berries in their curry, so it's super spicy, but it goes so well with coffee. You say that like you've eaten at all these places. Huh. Yeah, guess you're right. I wonder why. Lore? Perchance? Anyway, you said your partner's doing interviews for a special report. Is she a reporter? Psyduck. Ah, okay. Your partner is a reporter for GNN. Please tell me it's the girl from the first game coming back. I don't remember who her name is because I think she would be better than this other person who's nice, but I don't like her as much. Psyduck. Well then, Psyduck, tell your partner we say hello. Psy.
Tim, over here. Hey, Psyduck, how's it going?
Baby.
There's something I wanted to ask you, actually. Did you eat too much good food? You seem too full to chat right now.
Me. He's just grumbling, moaning. I mean, maybe. I like the story how it is, personally, but, you know. It's a blossom. Don't you think it's looking a little antsy? You're worried about something? What's wrong? Apparently it's part of a group of Blossom that put on dance performances here. But it's almost showtime and the other two Blossom haven't arrived yet. Well then, shall we go look for them? Right on, Tim. I knew you asked that. Alright, Blossom, we'll help you out. Alright, well I know where one of them is. Where is it? Ah, it is right here. Hello. Oh, Blossom, there you are. I know! His voice is so deep, and you don't expect that out of a Pikachu. And even at the beginning of the first game, you were like, oh, he's gonna have, like, a cute, like, kid's voice. And then it's just, hello, I am Batman. I mean, I am Detective Pikachu. Like, like, honestly, go off. Your friends are waiting for you at the usual spot. Some? I lost track of time playing with that old man. They're waiting for you, so hurry on over there. Yeah, she was busy playing games with that old man. Some. Me and the bestie arguing over whether bacteria is meat. I am losing the battle. Even though I am objectively correct that it is not meat. Dino! Always opens with a chomp. Dino. This Pokemon is hanging out near the restaurants. Meowth. A Alolan form. Prince Charming. Prince Charming. Meowth. Is this a Meowth? It looks a little different. I love the evolution of... I love the... It's not Purloin. God damn, that is a completely different game. Persian. I knew it started with a P. I love Alolan Persian because of how silly it looks, because its face is so big. It's an Alolan Meowth. You don't see one of them every day. Supposedly, they're prideful and crafty. Meowth, meowth, meowth. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to offend. Meow. What's that? There's something you need help with? Meowth. Meow, meow. It says it lost its brooch while playing in the bamboo forest, and it's demanding that we go look for it. Hey, we don't have time for that. Go look for it yourself. Meow. Meow. It's saying the bamboo forest feels off today. I was watching new Fossil Fighter streams. Yeah. I mean, that's all well and good. It's just like, you gotta keep in mind that sometimes there are people who are experiencing these games for the first time. So keep in mind about when you talk about, like, technically spoilers for that. Like, yes, it's been a game that's been out for a while, but, like, keep in mind there are some people who haven't seen it before. So just keep in mind when you're talking about stuff like that. So I don't want to go in there. That's your problem, not ours. Hey, now, let's try to help it. How about we look for the brooch if we have some spare time? I guess that's fine. Meow. Oh my gosh, can my laptop not stutter, please? Okay. The brooch is apparently real shiny. If we see anything that matches that description, let's get a closer look. I need to unplug this. Second.
Yes.
Woo! She is stuttering because my computer is very hot. Hi there, thanks for stopping by. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the famous Bamboo Burrow Pizzeria. And my laptop, which is hot enough that we could make a pizza on it.
Excuse me.
Thanks. Our pizza dough is infused with bamboo charcoal, giving it an aroma and flavor unlike anything you've tasted. You could say our pizza has real pizzazz. Well, I'm not saying that, like, it's a bad thing entirely. It's just like there are going to be people who stumble upon it, or maybe who are lurking in chat who haven't seen the game before. And I'm just saying, like, keep in mind that, like, when people are doing stuff like that, that obviously I'm not saying you were doing anything wrong. I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes it's good to let people experience something for the first time. And, like, you know, just let them have that childlike moment of wonder that, like, you had as a kid playing it for the first time, is all I'm saying. Ah. You sure have a lot of energy. Man, I wish I had that much energy. I remember being like 7 with energy. Good pizza starts with good energy. That's my motto. Come on, let's ask him some questions about the pizzeria. I'm actually in the middle of concocting a new type of pizza. It's a mushroom pizza that uses tachicasso. I did not pronounce that correctly. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for however that is actually supposed to be pronounced, but tachicasso. Tachicasso? No. Moving on. I've got a hit on my hands, don't you think? Tachicasso? Is that some kind of herbal medicine? Well, I mean, obviously, it's not even a contest at that point. That's like asking which is better. The Avatar: The Last Airbender movie or, like, Shrek. Like, obviously, there's no contest. There's an obvious winner. And you're just making the other, like, thing look really bad by comparing it to the best thing. That's what I'm saying. Who is saying Rosie here? I just want to talk. I do genuinely have some questions. Like, why do you hate Duna? Why do you hate women? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate dinosaurs? A lot of questions, really. That's right, good guess. The idea popped into my head when I saw a Perez. I'm sure people would enjoy a health-minded pizza. About Jessica.
Excuse me?
We're looking for the woman in this photo. We heard she works here. She does, yeah, that is Jessica. Yeah, gotta love it. She's been working here about 2 years now. Why? Are you looking for her? She's a friend of ours. Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm sure she'd be happy to know you came by. At the choice. Oh, yeah, where you choose either Rosie or Duna. Are there people that genuinely choose Rosie over Duna? I remember the first time I played through that game, and I felt so bad about choosing Duna, not because I wanted to choose Rosie, but because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. I'm afraid she's not here at the moment, though. I believe she's going to get bamboo charcoal and other pizza ingredients. That's an important job when you work at a restaurant. That's helpful to know, thank you. The bamboo charcoal shop is right over there. Why don't you go take a look? Oh my gosh. Her official art, I think, is literally the reason I like the certain type of women that I like now. Stakes out from morning till bedtime. Like, why do you hate women? Why do you hate dinosaurs? Why do you hate buff people? Why do you hate buff women? Why do you hate a girl boss? Why do you hate the greatest thing that has ever been gifted to us in mankind? See, I'm the type of person who, like, unless it's a game specifically made to have, like, it to be played multiple times with, like, that, to, like, get every ending, like, I'm not gonna remember what the game is called, but it's that one stick figure one where there's, like, different things you can choose, and it, like, comes out the adventure, and one of the jokes is, like, this is the best possible plan! With, like, the guy in the helicopter, and, like, one of the later games. Like, that. Like, that's something I could, like, go back and, like, do other saves. But I'm very much a person of, like, if I choose something for the first time, I will choose that every time I play the game. Like, for example, with Fossil Fighters, I chose Hipsy as my favorite dinosaur every time because the first time I played through the game, I went through all of them, and that was the one I liked the best. And then I chose Hipsy until I got into college and was replaying it, and I was like, "Hey, why don't I try choosing a different one?" And I felt so guilty about choosing a different dinosaur that I literally, like, apologized to the dinosaur that I didn't choose. So, this is the greatest plan. Yes. I am also a chubby and muscular woman lover here. I am in fact a woman kisser. Or at least I would be if if I had ever kissed a woman. I love how the original way I phrased that was like, yeah, I got so much game, I kiss women. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. This hat looks too much like a fedora, it's changing me. It's Gumshoes, the stakeout Pokemon. It's staring at the curry place very intently. I wonder what's wrong. Let's ask it. Hey, what are you? Shoes. Whoa, I just wanted to talk, not need to go all aggro. Shoes. Shoes. You're in the middle of a stakeout and can't chat, huh? Maybe there was some kind of incident? Shoes. 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 The people who come out of there always look like they're in pain. There must be something rotten going on in there, or so it says. They probably look like they're in pain because they ate something spicy. That tracks. It is a curry place after all. Shoes. Shoes. Nah, there's nothing rotten going on in there. They just ate something spicy. Shoes? You look like you don't believe me. Alright then. I'll have to try the curry for yourself. Let's go, Tim. I didn't agree to this. Hi there. Were you looking to buy some curry? Unfortunately, we just sold out. Sorry about that. What? Lucky for me, I had a lot of customers today, so I'm about to start prepping the curry for this evening. Sounds like it'll be a while before it's ready. But how am I gonna have Gumshoes try the curry? Sorry you're disappointed, but there's nothing we can do. I'm just thinking out loud, mind you. But a customer was just here and he bought a lot of curry buns. Personally, I think his eyes were bigger than his stomach. Huh, maybe you wouldn't mind sharing one with us? What did this person look like? I believe he was wearing a green hoodie. Green hoodie. Got it. Thank you. He might still be nearby. Let's go find him. True. I'm not saying there's anything wrong about fedoras. I was more just making a joke about the, I was making a very low-hanging fruit joke about, fedora incels. Because I'm like, I get so many women. I'm a Sigma male or whatever. Like, but yeah, you're right. Agent P is the most based of us all. He wears a fedora and he is the most unproblematic king of all time. We love and we stan. Got all sorts of ceramics from around the world. Feel free to take a look. I would like to take a look. Do you see this Lopunny? Ma'am, I love you. I love you so much. I would die for you. Excuse me, could you bring me some water? Are you okay? This curry bun is so spicy. Hey, you're the one who bought all the curry buns. That's a lot. I heard they're really good, so I bought a whole bunch. But I didn't think they'd be this spicy. Feel free to take some if you'd like. Are you sure? There's no way I can put a dent in these. This is perfect, eh, Tim? We'll take some then, thank you. Let's go bring this to Gumshoes.
Sure.
Shoes. Hey, I brought you some curry buns, to be precise. Shoes. If you think they smell amazing, just wait till you taste one. Whoa, don't scarf it all down at once. Shoes? Are you okay? It looks like it's gonna breathe fire. Shoes, shoes, shoes! Gumshoes seem to like it. Extreme spiciness and all. Shoes. It says it'll be keeping an even closer eye on the joint. Maybe it's thinking you can have the leftovers. Shoes. I mean, me too, man. Alright, case closed. I suppose so. Local concern solved. Spinax, Earthsraptor, and Megalo are the perfect core. Neutral type. Fire beats the earth types, it beats air, and air beats the water types, it beats fire. So technically, the whole, like, alpha, beta, omega thing with wolves is actually scientifically debunked because the original science research was done on wolves in captivity that were not at all related to each other. So, of course, they ended up fighting and then having, like, a hierarchical thing like that they based it off of. But when studying actual wolves in the wild, they're more like a family, so it's parents with all of their kids. So, there's not really, like, alpha, beta, sigma, or anything like that. It's, like, sometimes there'll be, like, loner wolves, and usually, like, males will split off and form their own pack, and then females will also split off and then join other packs with, like, other male wolves. But for the most part, it's, like, a mom and dad and, like, a bunch of their kids. And maybe occasionally, like, a stray that they adopted or something. Yes, and, like, the guy who did the original research into wolves that established the alpha, beta, omega dynamic stuff published a new one saying that, like, oh, my old research isn't true. We studied more in depth into it and found out that, like, the parameters we originally researched it under were very highly specific. And it's cool if you didn't know that. I mostly only know that because I'm a nerd who's in the biology spheres. But the more you know. Looks like no one's at the bamboo charcoal shop. 1 second, I have people to talk to. Hello there, huh? Is something wrong? This is the first time we've met, right? I think so. Why do you ask? You remind me of someone I met a while back who helped an injured Pokemon. I see. We must look similar, huh? Maybe you have a doppelganger, Tim. By the way, can I ask you a few questions? About Bamboo Burrow. The air here feels really clean, doesn't it? Why do you think that is? I don't know. Why? Because bamboo plants keep the air clean. If you put bamboo charcoal in your room, it'll keep the air clean in there too. I don't remember what that sign is. That Epsilon? I don't know if they technically even use the alpha, beta, omega, like, names for wolves anymore. It's kind of just, like, evolved at this point where, saying, like, alpha males, beta males, sigma males, epsilon males. It's really just, like, the male equivalent of, like, star signs for women, is the way I like to say it. Because it's so far devoid of, like, one, the actual research that it's originally based off of, and then two, it's even more devoid from how actual wolf dynamics are, that it's kind of its own thing. And then let's not even get started on how the original research paper led down to Omegaverse being a thing. Oh! I see I missed the joke. Because of the Greek symbol. I just might be really dumb. Me claims to be a biology and chemistry major, also me, does not recognize the sigma symbol. Oh my gosh, I will add that L to my roster. That was really funny. Yeah, so sigmas don't exist. It's only Sigma, but the Greek symbol this time. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure lambda is it looks like a weird like little hut. Yeah, sure. That's certainly a way to put it. But yeah, alpha, beta, omega, all of that has basically just become the male equivalent of astrology and star signs for women. That women have for men. Or whatever. It's an interesting and very fascinating thing. Because bamboo plants keep the air clean. If you put bamboo charcoal in your room, it'll keep the air clean there too. I guess bamboo charcoal isn't just used for fuel. Maybe we can gift some as souvenirs. Good idea. Let's get some for Pablo and Holiday too. See anything unusual lately? Have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Nope, everything's just the same as ever. Just look at Miss J. She's busy like always. Miss J? Who's that? Miss Jessica. She knows a lot about Pokemon. Jessica, do you know where she is right now? I saw her leave the pizzeria earlier. Thanks, we'll keep looking around here then. Yes, that's the thing. Well, okay. The thing with astrology is that it can be really fun. Especially because it is pretty basic things that can widely apply to a lot of people. The problem is when people start using astrology to like explain everything. So they're like, "Oh, I can tell what star sign you are based on your behavior, and like it'll do this and this and this. Like you're like, you know, a horrible person to be in a relationship with because you're a Gemini or whatever." That's where it starts becoming an issue. But like if you're like me and you occasionally look at like the astrology, like occasionally you look at like an astrology meme where they're like, "Oh, like it's a vine or whatever and it has like the astrology signs as like people," like those are funny. And like all of that. Astronomy, you are so right. It is so different. One, it is based in actual science. Astrology girlies are gonna get so mad at me. And then it's just so much more interesting because it's about like physics and like stars and the universe and all of that. And planets and suns. Pikachu, this blossom must be one that it's making its friends wait. I don't even know the names of all the signs. I know there's Aries and Taurus and Sagittarius and Capricorn and Leo and Pisces. I think there's a Libra. There's a Virgin one. Virgo, it's Virgo, not Virgin. You didn't hear me say that. I don't know, man. It's such an Aquarius, I guess. I don't know. See, I don't know anything about like the star sign behavior things. See, I would be like, "Oh, I guess you're a Sagittarius maybe because that's one of the first ones I thought of," but like that's just because I'm bad at remembering the names of them. So like you could tell me anything and I would believe you. Okay. When I was in school as a baby, Pluto was still a planet. And then when I was in like second grade, they went from saying that Pluto was a planet to Pluto is no longer Virgo the Virgin. I told you didn't hear that. And you know, it losing its planet status very greatly upset me, but now it's considered a dwarf planet, which I am willing to accept. I still think it should be a planet, but I am willing to accept the caveat that it is a dwarf planet just because of how small it is and that means that there are other things that can be classified as dwarf planets. Yeah, I don't know. A Libra. You're like, nah, I'm a Libra. I'm like, I wouldn't know, man. Like, the only time, like there's never been a time even that a star sign has ever influenced the behavior of like someone I've interacted with. I usually just see it now as like a fun fact about like, oh, this is my star sign. And so it gives me, like when I look up the star sign, it gives me a general idea of when their birthday is. And that's all I use it for. Like it tells me no other information. Like genuinely. What else was I talking about? Oh, the life on planets thing. Hey, Blossom, isn't there somewhere you're forgetting to be? Some. I totally forgot about the performance. You're late. You should go to your meeting spot pronto. Some. I. Yeah, see, like, I would have to look it up because I don't remember when the dates are. I just remember that I just know that what mine is because I'm a Taurus because I'm, like, in May 20th. So I know that, and I know that Aries is before mine. So that's, like, mostly April. And, like, part of March. And then I know the one after mine, which is Gemini, which is the rest of May, and then June. But I could not, but, like, I would have to look up the other ones because I don't know the order of them because I don't care. But, like, that's all the star sign tells me. It's like, I can generally have a guesstimate about which month your birthday is in. And that is all it's going to tell me. Hi, Rascal! How are you? How are you doing? I'm having fun playing Detective Pikachu. Also, we were just discussing, like you probably heard, astrology and how I'm talking about, and how I was saying that for me, it gives me no information or influences how people would react or interact with me. Because, one, I don't know anything about astrology because I don't care. And two, it basically only tells me a general idea of when your birthday is. Like, I know Ollie is a Leo because her birthday's in August. Fuck, what day is it? She's gonna give me so much shit for this because I give her so much shit about never remembering my birthday. Oh my gosh. I'm also, like, later I'm going to be grinding for fucking, material for Honkai Star Rail 2 later while I vegetate in bed. Oh my gosh. Right now I'm grinding relics, and in my personal opinion, that is the most painful thing to grind for. Everything else, like, yeah, it takes time, but it's not that much time. You really just need the materials for it. Relics, it takes you hours to level up one all the way. And it, especially if it's like the 5-star, the gold one, horrific. I know you're here, Ollie. Please. Is it? I want to say it's the 23rd of August, but I know that's not right. Please don't hurt me. And then I do believe that there is life on other planets. I'm the biggest hater, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. Everyone always says that Tauruses are so grounded and down to earth, and I'm like, if you met me, I know I have 1 in 31 chance to... Okay, so mine is May 20th. I guessed August 23rd, and I don't believe that's right. Did I at least get the month right? Because if I got the month wrong, I'm gonna feel like a horrific friend. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Is it before that date or after that date? Like, is it before the 23rd or after the 23rd? And then I do believe that there is life on other planets. I just don't believe it is as high intelligent as we are at this point. Because the thing about planet Earth is that we are so precariously in such a great position for life to occur that it is very unlikely that other planets will be as perfectly set up to have life on it as Earth is, because it's like just the right amount of distance from the sun to get like all of the sunlight and nutrients that we need from the sun, but also not so close that it's scorching us. The atmosphere is just the right amount to let the right amount of UV rays in to like promote life, but not scorch everything on it. It's far enough from the sun so that like there's plenty of water on the planet, but not so far away that the water is all frozen all across the planet, like say Neptune and Pluto. Is it the 12th of August? The 12th? Maybe it's the 16th? We won the gotcha of life. Yeah, you were so right. Like, literally, like, the chances of our planet being as perfectly balanced as it is to promote life is so, like, all of the details that go into it, it's like one out of, like, millions upon billions of a chance to create another planet like ours. So, while I do believe that there could be, like, planets outside, like microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, things like that, I do not believe that, like, yeah, like Rascal is saying, they can't really sustain, like, mammals, reptiles, etc. At most, they might be able to support, like, the small, like, maybe, like, invertebrates, or, like things like that, like sea slugs, things like that, or jellyfish, things that don't have brains and don't have a lot that they need. But for the most part, it'll support like you know, like Little Rascal was also saying, microorganisms and bacteria. Oh yeah, probably with how many in. Okay, you say that I'm surprisingly close. Was it with the 12th or the 16th? Is it the 14th? Is it the 15th? Is it the 13th? I'm going to go with 14th. I think that is my final answer. And if it is wrong, I will just cry. And with how many galaxies we have, like, who knows what's out there? I just don't believe that there is as intelligent of life as we have on our planet, just because we literally, like Rascal said, we literally won the gotcha of life when it comes to planets. And, like, that's not even getting into, like, the way that our physics works, the way that, like, laws of nature and things like that, like gravity, laws of motion, things like that, like, with how not precarious, but with how intricately built and upon each other it is, like, I'm colder. Is it the 17th? Is it the 18th? 17th? Is it? On guess one. Is it the 21st? It's the 21st, isn't it? You motherfucker have a 9 plus 11 fucking ass birthday. Why didn't you tell me you have a 9 plus 10 birthday? Huh? That would have been so much easier to remember. Yeah, she's a 9 plus 10 birthday in August. Like, okay, I can remember that. Anyway. Is that all of them? Yeah, the performance should be starting now. Then let's go watch. Anyway, I'm great at guessing things. I definitely know my friends so well, like their birthdays. I have 2 friends that are female with another you could call female. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Ollie met me when I was in the middle of my gender crisis. Don't call me a fool! Do not call me a fool. That's mean. That's mean. You meanie McMeaner pants. I love you. Did you hear my joke about the earlier? It looks like it just started. Some. They're thanking us and telling us to enjoy the show. Oh, we will. They look so pretty. Local concern solved. I made a joke earlier when I was over here. I'm like, this is me and Ollie arguing about whether bacteria is meat, and I am losing, even though I am correct, and that it is not meat. I can't remember if you were here for that. I thought I was funny. Merry crisis of gender. Yeah, I started having that in, like, a very inconvenient time of my life. Oh, mushroom parasites. He says his partner is obsessed with pizza. That must be a lot to deal with. About bamboo burrows. Paras. He says the manager of the pizzeria and the folks at the herbal remedy shop are always glancing at him. I guess they really like him? See anything unusual lately? Have you witnessed anything unusual lately? Para. Nothing in particular, huh? Well, sorry to bother you. But yeah, it was just one of those things where I had a crisis where I was like, one day I just woke up and I realized, like, you know, I've never really felt like a girl. But I've never felt like a guy either. What does this mean? And then I had that whole thing. Yes, I am planning to go to 10:30 today because of the delay. At least that's the plan. It depends on if we're at a stopping point earlier than that. Because if we are at a stopping point, like, let's say we end the chapter, then I'll probably end stream when I end the chapter. But with how long they are, I'm not really that worried about it. I'm a big fan of the pizzeria in this neighborhood. I could eat there every day, no problem. Is it that good? Oh man, I don't even have the words to describe how good it is. She must be talking about the pizzeria where Jessica works. Let's just ask her about it. Right, excuse me, could we ask you a few questions? Of course, if you got questions about pizza, I'm your gal. About the pizza in Bamboo Burrow. The pizzeria in this neighborhood is famous among pizza enthusiasts. Famous, huh? No way, I want to try. Yeah, it's one of those things, and I had like a whole thing, and so I'm just kind of going off like, I just kind of vibe, and I personally call myself non-binary and agender. Just because I've always been like, you know, I'm not either of the other options mentally, so we'll just go with that. But then, like, for medical paperwork, I still circle female because it's easier to deal than dealing with everything else. We can get some after we finish our investigation. See anything unusual lately? Have you noticed anything unusual in the neighborhood lately? Let's see, something strange happened yesterday at the pizzeria. Gaysby. Okay, that's kind of clever. Gaysby. Well, yeah, and then on top of that, I'm also, like, on the aromantic spectrum, and then I'm also asexual, so we've got a lot of things intertwining right there. So, I like to call myself a triple A battery, where I'm aromantic, asexual, and agender. What? At the pizzeria? Tim, if it happened yesterday, that must mean... Yeah, can you tell me more about what happened? They served me something that wasn't on the menu. Does that mean they consider me a regular now? That was the strange thing? No, genuinely, actually, I am with Tim here. That is the strange thing? You wasted my time and made me think that someone was coming after her already? How rude! One thing's for sure, she really loves that pizzeria. Oh, hey, it's this bitch. Hi, detective. Lady who hasn't earned her rights to be called a professor when she's still a student. What a coincidence seeing you here. You weren't by chance following me, were you? No. Why would I follow you? Genuinely. Why would I follow you? Gano. Just because you're blonde doesn't mean I like you. You have a rancid personality. It's the quiz professor. She came all the way here. 90% Nordic. Settled on being a femboy. Yeah, I feel that. I am... Let's just say that because of my body type, I do not pass as a non-binary, agender person in a way that, would scream non-binary, but also I don't really care. I just kind of vibe. No, we didn't follow you. We just had something important to do here. But now that we have run into each other, does that mean... Yep, that's right. There's only one thing for us to do. I've been here a few times for my research, but it's always exciting. There are all kinds of Pokemon here. I don't see any way out of this. On Discord says, born to be a strong Viking man, forced to be soft femboy. I'm pretty sure on my Discord bio I say that my gender is for the bit, which is true. I also, right now, I also just realized that it means that I have very large chest area, and I have very wide hips. So I look very much like what a stereotypical, like, woman would look like. And a lot of people assume that non-binary people look ambiguously gendered, and that is not me. So that's more what I was saying. Kano. A Pokemon bites and eats anything it comes across. Eats anything it comes across, huh? Maybe we can find it hanging out somewhere that has food. Great idea, let's go. Let me know when you figure out which Pokemon it is. It wouldn't... Would it be... No. I can't imagine... Yeah. I didn't mean anything super big by it. But yeah. I also realized today, I probably have said this before, but so I've recently not recently, like over a month ago, I dyed my hair blue. And also, I use pretty much any pronoun except for its, because the way I see it is that all pronouns are wrong, so therefore all of them are correct, except for its, personally. So I have blue hair and pronouns. Like the meme, guys. I have blue hairs and pronouns. All of the pronouns. All of them. I have stolen everyone else's pronouns. Give them to me. It is now pronoun tax season. Hey Pikachu, this Pokemon keeps biting everything around it. Then it's gotta be a Dino. It bites anything that moves, so be careful. Dino! It says it likes to eat all the food the tourists drop. That's quite an appetite. Which means it must be the answer to the quiz professor's question. Let's go tell her. I swear I'm only sipping on this rosé, man. I swear I'm not glugging it. Why, hello, detective. Have you figured out the answer? Yeah, it's Dino, right? That's right, bravo. Kano. Dino can't see, so they navigate their surroundings by biting everything. Honestly, slay. I wish that were me. Also, today, one of my coworkers gifted me 3 paintings of my 3 favorite Pokemon. So, like, one of them is a shiny Mareep, one of them is a Primarina, and then one of them is a Sylveon. And they are the most wonderful gift I have been... It's one of the most wonderful gifts I've been given. I love them so much. And I know I sent them to Rascal and Ollie, and then I'm honestly considering making it my new banner until I have the money to like pay someone to like actually design a new banner for it. And I feel like that would be a better designer than the one that I have right now. So I can show that off. Yeah. I have long hair and like if you want wine, Rascals, you can drink some. We can be wine buddies. Oh my gosh. Jay is keeping his pronouns for me. He is keeping them from me. How dare you? Happy Pride, though. Thank you. You are allowed to keep your pronouns. For now. But I'll come back for them. Thank you, Rascals, for your pronouns. I will keep them happily in my heart. Don't get too close to it or you'll get bit. Honestly, I would let a Dino bite me. I let dogs bite me for a living, so... They pretty much eat everything, but they'll remember when something's especially tasty. No wonder it hangs out near the restaurants. The pizza and curry there are delicious. Just hope it doesn't get into trouble if it bites a Pokemon. On to question number 2. Which sharp-eyed Pokemon keeps watch from above from anyone suspicious? Kano. It must have distinct eyes. I don't think I saw any Pokemon with sharp eyes around here. Pokemon in question might not be on this street. Let me know when you find the answer. Well, if it's not on this street... I'll have to come back. Brings good vibes on ribbon-like feelers. See, it's one of my favorite Pokemons right there. I have black hair and pronouns. I am Darkness Dementia Raven Way. I have black hair and eyes like limpid tears. Sil, do you need something from my Sylveon? I hope I just dealt psychic damage mainly to Ollie. That's mainly who that was for. Hydreigon's beta design was based off of a tank? I did not know that. That is a pretty cool fun fact, though. So, that's it. A Sylveon. What's up, Pikachu? Sylveon can project a calming aura. She should be able to break up Vikavolt and Heracross's fight. Really, let's ask them. Your Argenti just broke 1 million damage in the event? Whoa! Congrats! No, they're not made of flesh. Don't say that. They might be made of flesh. I don't care. It's my favorite one of my favorite Pokemon. I genuinely can't tell which of those 3 are my favorite because I love them all so much equally. Like, genuinely, like, there was a website where they, like, help you decide what your favorite Pokemon is because, like, they give you, like, 4 and you have to pick which one you like the most out of the 4. And then it gets down to, like, you have to pick between 2. And then I had to pick between Primarina and Sylveon, and I got so upset I had to close the browser because I couldn't pick between them. Yes, it was an ancient meme reference. The fact that you know what the meme reference is, though, is that I dealt you psychic damage, even if it was just by 2 points. You're welcome. Oh. I just lost the game. Some Pokemon over there are about to start fighting. Sure, do you think you can help with that, Sylveon? Sylveon! Leave it to me, she says. I think she's saying she'll help. Alright, let's hurry back to those 2 Pokemon. I don't know how bad the game lag is, so I can't tell if you guys actually heard me say that I lost the game or not, and I'm waiting for the outrage. And if it doesn't come, it'll just... Yeah. I'll know that Ollie is at least raging in her heart just a little bit. Oh, you two, please help. They can't hold back any longer. Okay, so Kingdra, Feraligatr, and Vaporeon. An unfortunate third. Okay, to be fair, when people say that Vaporeon is their favorite, I don't automatically assume that Vaporeon is their favorite because of the unmentionables. I only start thinking that when they start being suspicious about other things. And it's fine if you're horny for Pokemon, but like that specific, I know exactly what thing you're talking about. That specific thing, I never want to read that again in my life. It is already burned behind my eyeballs, unfortunately. Heracross. Mika. If you don't know what I don't know what the 3 dots are for, rascals. What are you dotting for? What are you dotting for? Oh my gosh, and the first time I played Pokemon was when I was in 3rd grade. So I was 8 the first time I played Pokemon. And that was 15 years ago for me. Yes, Vaporeon is a sweetheart. You were allowed to have that as your favorite. I'm just saying that there is one very specific reference that people have made. Do I need to... That's what I was waiting for. The dots of his sadness. Next I'll bring out fucking lost.jpg. Looks like we made it just in time. Work your magic, Sylveon. Vaporeon is a sweetheart and has been a favorite, and there is nothing wrong with them, and there is a 100% safe for work content about them everywhere. There's nothing else. I love Sylveon though. Do you see her go? Did you see her? My baby? Vika. Wow, that Heracross and my Vikavolt have calmed down. Sylveon can make everyone feel warm and happy. It's why they're the friendship Pokemon, guys. She's the friendship Pokemon. I'd say it worked. Yeah, it really did. Hey, keep it together. So you're the one who asked that girl for help. You saved the day, thank you. Oh no, Sylveon and her partner deserve all the credit. Isn't my Sylveon amazing? Sylveon! Powerful sea dragon that destroys cruise ships and summons tornadoes, an alligator that ruthlessly rips opponents to shred, and cute water cat dog. See, and then there's me that I'm like, my favorites are this cute little sheep that is very fluffy and pink, this cute little cat dog that is pink and is the friendship Pokemon, and then a siren that uses tsunamis to destroy things. I didn't know my voice could do that. Yeah, lost.jpg, Rascal is gonna beat me to death with hammers. You both did an incredible job. Thank you so much. Seems like our work here is done. No more fighting, alright, you two? Vika, Hera. This is any time anyone talks to us about the meat being bacteria thing. They're like, you gotta stop arguing about it. It's been a year. You should be over it by now, gay Marie. You should be over it by now, Marie. And yet, here I am. Still not over it. But, small problem solved. My Sylveon is amazing. Yes. What? Oh, we need to get him in the thing later. Right, I forgot. There's actual plot things I'm supposed to be doing. This is my problem with games. I get more caught up in the side quests than the actual gaming thing. It is genuinely a problem. I mean, her whole thing is that she's a mermaid that sings. And sirens technically don't always have wings. Like, that's the original myth, but, like, not everyone writes them like that. Hey, Pikachu, what is this? It's bamboo charcoal. Local charcoal artisans burn bamboo to create it. Wow, that was a surprisingly thorough answer. Yeah, I guess it was. Wonder if the workshop is in the back. It's possible. I can hear some faint noises. Should we go check? Nah, best not to disturb an artisan at work. Besides, we'd probably hear Jessica's voice if she was back there. Yeah, you're right. Is there anything else in here I can search? No. Yeah, I was mostly mirroring what you said about how like two of your favorites are like super huge, all like powerful, almighty beings, and then one's really cute. And I was like, oh, mine's the inverse, where I have two really cute ones, and then one that will like destroy the planet with how powerful they are. That was more where I was coming from. What a huge gate. But yeah, Primarina is also a wonderful person. I wonder if it's, yep, locked. If this gate were unlocked, we could get into the bamboo forest through here. We don't want to go forcing our way in, so let's try asking the people in the area for information. Walk, walk, fashion baby. Oop, problem.
Someone screamed just now?
I wouldn't call that a scream. I'd call that more like a yelp.
Let's go check it out.
We should check it out though. They probably need help. Me, artisan and me after being asked to do one simple task, which is part of my actual job description. Purveyor of shiny things. My number 4 is the ghost guy that eats souls and has basically Kirby's stomach, as in Black Hole. And then number 5 is Cute Tiny Bunny. Baneri, cute tiny bunny that has so much power and hates you with the strength of a god. Because they are the only non-legendary Pokemon that also starts at 0 friendship. And we love that for her. I don't know if I have a 4 and 5. If I had to pick on the spot, I'd probably say I'd probably personally say Lopunny is my number 4. Meowch. That guy. I know. His spine's all curved wrong. Yeah, 4 would probably Lopunny, and then 5, I don't even know if I have a 5th favorite Pokemon. I probably do, somewhere in the banks, but not off the top of my head. Oh, wait, yes I do. Tinkaton. Tinkaton. I love that little guy. I love her hammer and her craziness. Bunnery are so strong, man. Especially if, like, you first get them and they have frustration. Like, they kill literally everything. And I mean that literally. Like, they have so much power because of how much they hate you. Are you okay? Don't worry. I've just gone and thrown out my back again. Ow. Honestly, me. Jessica. Rachel. Tim. Friends of Jessica, are you? Of course, my back decided to give out now. Is something wrong? No, just sitting with a memory. Sorry for the trouble, Jessica. Please, don't be sorry. Just take it easy. Wish I could at least deliver the bamboo charcoal, but I'm out of stock, sorry to say. In that case, I can go to the kiln and get some charcoal. I was about to go to the bamboo forest to collect some pizza ingredients anyway. Mighty kind of you to offer, but I fear the bamboo charcoal might be too heavy for one person to manage alone. We can help. I'm up for that. What do you think, Jessica? Thanks, you two. That'd be a big help. Much obliged. Sorry to put you both to work after you came all this way to see Jessica. We're happy to help, really. We'll give it our all. I'm getting pumped up just thinking about it. Meowth, meow, meow. Thanks, Meowth. Take care of the boss for me, okay? Meowth. The bamboo forest is beyond the gate, right? It was locked earlier. What? That apprentice of mine. Did he lock the gate when he left for the charcoal kiln? I told him to keep the gate open from morning to evening. Ow! Easy. Getting worked up isn't going to help your back. Ooh. The Godslayer and the J Games trademark war. As he should be. Here, take the key and be careful out there. We will, thank you. Seems like those people targeting Jessica haven't made it here yet. Yeah, thankfully. Hey Jessica, how are you doing? You haven't seen anyone suspicious around, have you? I don't think so. Why? Oh, it's nothing. Never mind. Come on, let's hurry up and get this done. You can't ask someone something like, hey, have you seen anything suspicious? And then when they say no, why? Don't just say, oh, never mind, it's nothing. Tell her. get her in the loop. If someone was like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, have you seen anyone suspicious? And then like I go, no, why? And they say, oh, just don't worry about it, it's nothing. Do you realize how little that would assuage me from worrying about it? I would be worrying about all of it. I would be worrying about all of it all the time. Sorry you have to deal with this. I know you came here to have fun. It's no big deal, seriously. Yeah, what are friends for? I don't mean to rush you, but do you mind if we head over to the bamboo forest to get the charcoal ingredients now? It's just around the corner on the other side of the gate. Sorry for the hassle, but I really do appreciate your help. We've got this covered. You just take it easy for a while. Feels a little pathetic, with not being able to get the charcoal myself, but I'll try and rest up.
Meow.
Meow, meow, meow. He's happy to answer her questions if it'll help Jessica. Great, thanks. About Bamboo Burrow. Meow, meow. At first he thought there wasn't much to do here, but now he actually likes it that way. Meow, meow, meow. We should move here too, huh? I see the appeal, but there's not a single cafe around here. See? Pikachu can't do without his coffee. Mood. Although I don't drink coffee. I usually, there's too much caffeine in coffee, usually. And I end up with heart palpitations. But, so I'll drink something like matcha. And usually even with, like, the matcha drinks I get from Starbucks, it takes me, like, 2 days to drink it. Because otherwise, like, I get too jittery. Oh, man, how would you survive? Dave, different usernames. So, Kingdra, Snoop, for Alligator Bodyguard, Vaporeon, the Moving Puddle, Duscot, Spooky Ghost, Banary, the Godslayer. That is such a funny lore thing to add in. You're like, every Kingdra I own smokes like Snoop Dogg does. The only person who ever outsmoked Snoop Dogg was Snoop Dogg, the Kingdra.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. He says that he and Jessica have been together for a long time now. She got a lot happier after she moved to this neighborhood. Meows. She enjoyed her old job a lot, but she was exhausted all the time. She seems to get on well with people here. Sounds like she made the right decision for herself. Yeah, I feel like everyone has their own mini rant about caffeine. I personally try to avoid it in drinks as much as possible, just because I tend to have more issues with it in drinks. But I tend to like a lot of chocolate, so who knows. And caffeine is usually in chocolate. I'm so glad Jessica's okay. Looks like no one shady's been around either. Let's help her out before we ask her any questions. Let's go.
Huh? Why is
This
this
is Berserk Pokemon sign here.
R could be why.
Yeah.
We dealt with that years ago. No need for this now. Now get rid of it.
You can't do that, Pikachu. Pikachu! Pikachu!
Damn, this bitch is fainting more than me. Says someone who has never once fainted before. Alright, what memories are you gonna have about Henry's sad backstory now? Detective Harry Goodman. Of course he was here.
Warning. Berserk Pokemon. This is definitely the spot. Excuse me. Yo! Sorry, I can explain. Here. It's on the card.
Oh, well, thanks.
Oh,
Harry Goodman.
thanks.
You're a detective?
I'm not just a detective.
Huh?
I'm a great detective. Detective Harry.
Okay, that smile is so funny. It's kind of charming in a way. Well, great detective or not, I can't say I've heard of you. Well, you'd know if you were in the know, you know. Thank you. Right, so you're here on official business then? Did something happen to warrant investigation by a great detective? Yep, that incident with the Berserk Pokemon. What? You came all the way here for that? We reported it to police, so there's no need to put yourself in danger. Plus, the bamboo forest is closed off right now. Right, understandably. It would be dangerous if the Berserk Pokemon got into this area. We all came to an agreement that we should keep the gate locked until the police give us permission to reopen it. For now, the boss is holding on to the key. That all makes sense. The safety of everyone in this neighborhood is the top priority. Who's this boss you mentioned? The master of the charcoal shop, and he's also responsible for tending to the bamboo forest. Hence why he has the key to the gate. Well, that was all very helpful, thanks. Sorry to bother you at such a busy time. Your pizzeria must be opening for lunch soon. What? How did you know I run a pizzeria? The flour and sauce on your clothes are fresh. Plus, I can smell the bamboo charcoal on you. Huh, guess you really are a great detective. Or he's just observant. You know what? BBC Sherlock could never. Well, I'm going to head back now. I'll stop by your shop later. BBC Sherlock wants what I have. There have been multiple eyewitness reports of a Pokemon going berserk in the city, but I didn't think those same incidents would happen in a peaceful place like this. Seems like something's afoot in Rhyme City. I'll start my investigation by talking to locals. Great detective tip number 12. Use those legs while investigating. Oh! It's an interactive... Ooh! I want to marry her. Planet collection in astronomy. I want to marry her. I've heard the mushrooms on Paris' back are called Tachicasso. Apparently they're pretty rare. Perez? Don't worry, I won't try to take them from you. I'm a big fan of the pizzeria in this neighborhood. I could eat there every day, no problem. I've heard their pizza is famous, but eating it every day seems like overkill. Trust me, you'll understand once you try it. Alright, I will. I'd love to hear what you think of the pizza. About the Bamboo Burrows. Is this your first time in Bamboo Burrow? Yes, it's a beautiful neighborhood. Isn't it? Between the fantastic air quality and the delicious food, life's pretty good here. About the berserk Pokemon. The other day I heard crackling noises and a deep roar come from the bamboo forest. It came out of nowhere and it totally freaked me out. All I could think about was making sure my poor Paraz was safe. That must have been scary. Were you hurt? No, I was okay. I heard later on that it was a berserk Pokemon making all that noise. The deep roar you mentioned is a helpful piece of information, but it's still difficult to guess what kind of Pokemon it was. I mean, it could be. That's the thing. We don't know for sure. Because they could be going with the movie thing. But also, like, Pikachu is his partner Pokemon. And so he could just be, like, remembering this. It could just be a third POV for Tim's dad. But, like, first POV for Pikachu. The Bamboo's forest is usually so quiet and serene. But we're not allowed to go in now. Yeah, I saw the warning sign about the berserk Pokemon. The folks at the pizzeria get a lot of their ingredients from the bamboo forest. At this rate, they're going to be in trouble. The bamboo forest plays an important role in the lives of the people here. Having it closed off must create some serious problems. It was an Eevee back then! Look at the baby! Crying. I'm so bored. Hey kiddo, why the long face? I'm not allowed to play in the bamboo forest anymore. Because of the berserk Pokemon, right? Yeah, I used to go in there every day, but now it's suddenly too dangerous. I understand your frustration, but I think it's best to play this one safe. You can play somewhere else for the time being, right? Sure, but I don't just go in there to play. I help run errands too. Is that right? Good for you. Plus, like, I was there first. Not the berserk Pokemon. The bamboo forest has always been my spot. What a kid thing to say. Besides, I was there first, not these wild ass fucking animals. It's my spot. I see why you're upset, but hey mister, if you ever see the berserk Pokemon, tell them to stop, okay? Sure thing, kiddo. I'll let them know. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Sure, a lot of shops. Got all kinds of good stuff. Go get some super spicy curry. Squall.
Yes.
Hi there, thanks for stopping by. Oh, Harry, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the famous Bamboo Burrow Pizzeria. You're a lot livelier than the last time I saw you. But of course, I'm here at the pizzeria. Good pizza starts with good energy. That's my motto. So I bought some pizza for lunch. Sounds great, I love a slice. But before that, can I ask you a few questions? I'm happy to help with your detective work in whatever way I can. About Bamboo Burrow. Oh, is it revealed that And you're like, no. 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 The Bamboo Burrow Pizzeria is this neighborhood's most delicious attraction. Our pizza is baked to perfection with an aroma to match.
Okay.
That sounds delicious. I'm sure it goes well with coffee, too. Absolutely. Please try some for yourself. I can picture it now, enjoying a slice of pizza and a steaming cup of coffee while a breeze rolls through the bamboo forest. I can see why your pizza shop is so popular. Right. Oh, by the way, this is a pizzeria, not a pizza shop. Is there a difference? Trust me, there's a difference. About the Berserk Pokemon. The day the bamboo forest got closed off, I saw some small Pokemon sumo wrestling. Okay. Sumo wrestling. Now that's a rare sight. Could that have been the same Pokemon that went berserk? No, there's no way. It's not impossible, though. Did you notice anything else? Well, I heard some Pokemon cries and noises, but I never actually saw them. Can't really give you many concrete details, I'm afraid. I see. Thanks. Small Pokemon sumo wrestling, huh? About the bamboo forest. The closure of the bamboo forest must have caused you a lot of trouble. Ooh, how are you holding up? Well, I need bamboo charcoal to run my pizzeria, so if the bamboo forest stays closed for too long, I won't be able to make my famous pizza. I hope this all gets resolved soon so I can start making charcoal runs again. Me too. I'll do my best to help you out. I did not know that those were the original two. But awesome. Time for a little rest. Welcome. How about a souvenir to remember your trip?
Okay.
Sure, I'll take a look. Well, there's a lot of stuff here. I bet you do great business. I'm quite proud of my selection, yes, though it might not make much difference soon. Why is that? The Berserk Pokemon, of course. I'm worried customers will stop coming here if the situation keeps getting worse. That's bad news for a business in a tourist area. I'm actually here to investigate the Berserk Pokemon. I'm a detective. Oh, really? That's a relief. I'd love to help you out with your investigation. About Bamboo Burrow. It's a wonderful place. The people and Pokemon here are all terrifically kind. I wonder if the lush scenery and fresh air have anything to do with that. I'd love to come here one day just to sightsee. Hard to enjoy properly while I'm working a case. Please do. Make sure to stop by here again too. For sure. About the Berserk Pokemon. The Berserk Pokemon appeared in the bamboo forest rather recently. There were crackling noises coming from the bamboo forest. And then I heard a Pokemon go, roar. Right after that, some people came running out of the bamboo forest. They said they saw a shadow with red eyes going berserk deep in the forest. Deep in the bamboo forest, huh? Do you think I could talk to those people? I believe they were all tourists, so I'm afraid they're long gone. I see. That's too bad. I really wish I could talk to more witnesses about this. About the bamboo forest. Flashlighty was only able to communicate via Morse code by clicking her button and turning herself off and on. Huh. Interesting. I was actually in the bamboo forest yesterday to access the storage area. Thankfully, I didn't encounter any berserk Pokemon, but a bunch of bamboo stalks were broken and the paths were ruined. It was devastating. I can imagine that wasn't a pleasant sight. Still, I'm glad you were okay. By the way, why did a souvenir shop clerk like you need to go into the forest? The master of the charcoal shop hurt his back 3 days ago, so I went in to get his supplies for him. Luckily, the storage area was undamaged. It was just the elevator that was broken. Oh, did the berserk Pokemon do that too? No, it happens quite often. The boss always fixes it. Please don't tell the charcoal shop master about the broken elevator. If he finds out, he'll insist that he fix it himself despite his injured back. I did take that idea for a person that can't talk and put on the character pack of cards. We love Gambler. We love gambling here. It's why I play Honkai Star Rail, which is basically a gambling simulator with pulling characters. Only it's worse than gambling, because even when you win, you don't get much. You just get a pretty character. They are pretty characters that I would trade my lifeblood for. Don't get me wrong. But they are still just video game characters.
I kind of want to reset the router. Is that okay?
No, I'm in the middle of a stream. Sounds like the elevator is important to the master of the charcoal shop.
Okay.
Thanks for your help. Evening already, detective? Surely you need a few more souvenirs. Huh, you're a good salesman, aren't you? I actually have just the thing for you. It's a hat. How about one for your kids? Oh hey, kid-sized detective hat. Good call. Great detective tip number 13. Always make sure to look your very, very best. This will probably fit Sophia's head better than Tim's. Okay, I'll take this. As for Tim, I'll get him this water bottle. Thank you very much. I'll wrap these up for you. Thanks. I hope they like their gifts. Alright, I better solve this case before Sophia grows out of this hat. Oh. Oh. Yeah, who needs a poker face when you have no mouth? And you are a stack of poker cards. Welcome. Sorry, but we don't have much in stock right now. An herbal remedy shop with no herbal remedies, so just a shop then? We've sold through most of our inventory. The owner left to get more ingredients, but he's still not back. Guess I caught you at a bad time. Oh, not really. I'm just holding down the fort here, so I've got plenty of time to talk. In that case, could I ask you a few questions? Oh, is this your card? Let's see here. A detective? Wow, you don't need one of those every day. Ask away, I guess. I'll answer whatever I can. I'm pretty bored right now anyway, so this is perfect. Ask me whatever you want. About bamboo burrows. If you're looking for herbal remedies, Bamboo Burrows got you covered. Our medicine will give you immediate relief guaranteed. If you're feeling unwell, we'll help you if you're feeling unwell, we'll help you quell those bad feelings. Sounds interesting. What kind of medicine do you have? Oh, you know, all sorts. Couldn't tell you much about them, though. I'm just here to watch the shop. You sounded like you knew what you were talking about a second ago, but now I'm having second thoughts. About the Berserk Pokemon. Apparently there was a Pokemon going berserk in the bamboo forest. It caused us all sorts of trouble. I wonder if it was just in a bad mood. Maybe I'll give it some herbal medicine if we run into each other. Love where your head's at, but that'd be pretty dangerous. Better steer clear. Still, I wonder if herbal medicine works on Pokemon too. Of course it does. Herbal medicine is amazing. It can bring relief to just about any ailment. I take some every day, which is why I'm always full of energy. Haha. Well, that's one mystery solved. About the bamboo forest. There are all kinds of ingredients for herbal medicine in the bamboo forest. Plants, mushrooms, even shed Pokemon skin. The bamboo forest is closed off right now, though. Is that why the owner's away? Yeah, he had to go somewhere far out to find the ingredients he needs. Good guess. Sounds like a hassle. Is there anyone else over here I need to talk to? Besides the main keeper guy who is in charge. Does not look like it. Ow. Did you hurt your back? Ah, customer, sorry you have to see me like this. I promise this month's batch of bamboo charcoal is in much better shape than my back is. Oh no, please, stay where you are. Well, take a look at this. Hard time showing emotions, which isn't hard to see because she has no face. Yeah, and also being a gambler. A habitual gambler. I get it. And a detective, eh? Not just a detective. Sorry. Force a habit. Yes, I'm here to investigate the berserk Pokemon. Not just a detective, a great detective. I'd like to take a look around the bamboo forest if you don't mind. I won't cause any trouble. The gate to the bamboo forest is locked. We can't let any berserk Pokemon into this area. The gates stay enclosed for public safety, you hear? I don't care if you want to investigate. I ain't budging on this. Alright. Can I at least ask you a few questions then? Look at you with your detective notebook and all. What do you want to know? About Bamboo Burrow. I heard this area is famous for its bamboo forest and bamboo charcoal. This rosé is really good. Yep, right you are. Bamboo charcoal's got antibacterial and deodorizing properties, and it can improve the quality of water and soil too. Wonderful product, really. Just put it in a room and it makes everything better. No wonder it's famous. You have my loyal customers to thank for that. If only I could make more. Do you make the charcoal all by yourself? Pretty much. I reckon I should start looking for an apprentice. Say, you wouldn't happen to know any promising young upstarts who might be interested? Well, I have a son and a daughter, and they sure seem promising to me. I'm not sure they're too interested in a career in making charcoal, though. Yep, best to let your children choose their own paths in life. Thanks all the same. I'm sure I'll find an apprentice yet. About the Berserk Pokemon. Putting Triforce in water to go to Flashlight for therapy. Cow's blood. Exquisite. Also very easy to get. The Berserk Pokemon. Reckon it showed up about a week ago. Never seen it myself, but I've heard it making noise and causing all kinds of ruckus. 3 days ago, I went to the charcoal kiln and found it wrecked up something fierce. That Berserk Pokemon might have done it. Interesting. Was there anything else unusual about the area? No, just the wreck kiln. Nothing seemed to be stolen. Tried to clean it up, and that's when I hurt my back. Haven't been back to the bamboo forest since. That's probably for the best. You should take it easy and leave the cleanup to the other folks here. Once my back's straightened out, I'm getting back to work like you wouldn't believe. I'll be making trips to the bamboo forest too, of course. I ain't letting some Berserk Pokemon scare me out of running my bamboo charcoal shop. I like your spirit. Sounds like I should pay that wrecked charcoal kin a visit. About the bamboo forest. Well then, you see. It's like, well, sir, perchance. So, about the gate. I told you, I ain't opening it, detective or otherwise. No one's allowed in. It's too dangerous. What if you run into the Berserk Pokemon? I ain't opening the gate, and I ain't giving you the key either. Herk. My back. Alright, I hear you.
Now then.
What should I do?
Now then.
Gotta borrow the key to the gate in order to get into the bamboo forest. Problem is, Master of the Charcoal Shop got that key, and he's a real stubborn piece of work. He's not just gonna give it to me if I tell him I need it for my investigation. No, I need a reason to enter the bamboo forest that'll actually convince